I'm going to go through a new tutorial with you today. I'm going to go through a push-up tutorial. As a personal trainer, the push-up is the exercise that a lot of people struggle with. I find it's probably the #1 exercise that I find that I have to really be attentive about instructing. And I find that specifically for women because our upper body strength is naturally it comes a little bit less natural than it does for men. So what I'm actually going to start with though is I'm going to do a little tutorial on the plank, because having a good plank is a solid start to being able to do a push-up. Okay, because you have to be able to hold your body in that position, hold your core nice and strong while you do the push-up. If you're going to be saggy in the middle, your whole push-up is just going to be saggy and very, very difficult and really hard on your shoulders, okay? So I'm going to go through a plank. First of all, we're going to go through what I call the pelvic tilt, okay? So I'm going to get you to take your feet about shoulder width apart, okay? And I want you to try and scoop your pelvis forwards, okay? So what you're going to do, you can bend your knees a little bit. I want you to bring your pelvis forwards, okay? I'm going to lift up my arms so you can see my pelvis, instead of having it tilted backwards. So take your tailbone and tuck it in, okay? So that is making you engage your front and abdominal muscles, and that's what you need to do for the plank and the push-up, okay? So I'm going to take that pelvic tilt, okay? Practice that a couple times. You can also practice it on your knees and your hands in tabletop position. Okay, so you're going to go tabletop position, okay? Practice engaging your abdominal muscles. I won't be able to tell if you're doing it right, okay? You won't be able to really see anything. You should not be arching your back, okay? Keeping your back nice and straight and engaging that abdominal muscle, okay? So we're gonna work on the plank now. Okay, we're gonna start with the straight arm plank, so I'm gonna get you to bring your toes back, okay? If you need it to be a little bit easier, you can take your feet out. That gives you a bit more of a base. Okay, so a little bit more difficult to keep your toes or your feet together. All right, so as you can see, I have a straight line going from the top of my head, touching my tailbone, and going to my heels. Okay? Just like this. We're going to take it to our elbows. Brady's going to join us for this video. We're going to take it to our elbows. So we're going to go to the elbow plank. Again, you can see a nice straight line from the top of my head down to my heels. All right, now we're going to work on the push-up. Okay, still nice straight line. Gaze is forwards. It's not down. It's not straight up. It's just slightly about a meter in front of you. You're going to bring your chest all the way down to the floor. And a couple more. Straight down and back. A lot of people ask, should my elbows be pointed straight out to the side? Should they be touching my body? Okay, if you're just going to do a regular push-up, your elbows should be pointed about 45 degrees, okay? So if this is 90, okay, this is 0, it should be about in between that. Okay, so your elbows are going back, straight out, right? Now, a lot of people are unable to do a push-up from the ground on their toes. I have a solution for you, and it's not going on your knees, okay? It's not doing a girl push-up. I want you to find something that's elevated. So a staircase, your couch, a chair, if the chair is sturdy enough, okay? And you're gonna put your hands on that to practice your full push-up on your toes, okay? Not on your knees, hands on an elevated piece of furniture, a staircase, anything like that. Even a table, if it's pushed against the wall, you can practice that. If you're outside, even better, you can find a rock, a little bit of a taller rock or something, maybe a piece of playground equipment, but I want you to try and practice a push-up from your toes and gradually build your way down to the ground, okay? So pick a piece of furniture that's lower, lower, lower until you get to the ground. okay? Because when you're on your knees, a lot of people will break that core position that you need to really work on to be able to master the push-up. Okay, so try and avoid going on your knees. If we're in a workout and that's the only option, go on your knees, but I'm going to show you, if you have to go on your knees, I'm going to show you what it should look like, okay? So, okay, your bum is not going to be up like this, okay? And it's not going to be down, sagging, you know, I'm almost in cobra position, okay? You're going to put your knees back in a slanted position. So right now, I'm tucking my tailbone as best as I can and still trying to go for that straight line. Okay, so my abs are engaged here. Pivot on my knees, bring it right down to the floor. Okay, and up. I'm going to show you 2 more full push-ups to end off the tutorial. Okay, looking forward, nice straight line, elbows back about 40 to 45 degrees, and straight back up. Okay? Good luck with your push-ups. See you next time.